Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a quick live video from the barn. I normally actually do this on Facebook, so it is a little bit different. Obviously, none of you are expecting this to be on YouTube, so I'm not expecting any of you to tune in, but I'm here anyway, and I'll leave this video on the feed so you can all see it later. And the reason why this video is happening is because I've got to update you guys on a few events that I will be doing, and there'll be chances for you to come and see me. Ryan Lamb, hello, how are you? Thank you very much for watching, guys. There's a few of you there. Merseyside Transport, hello, how are you? I'll just give it a few minutes to see if some people are coming online. Oh, there's 21 of you already, so yeah, it looks like it's going. So we're live in the barn. I normally do lives on Facebook, but I've realized that there's probably quite a few of you that don't do live on Facebook, or that you don't do Facebook in general, which could also be. So I thought I'd do a live on YouTube for a change. Gary's Homemade Treasures says, hi mate, and I say, hi mate to you. Thanks for logging on, guys. Martin C says, hi, I'm here. Good to see you live on here. Good to see you too, Martin. Good to see you guys, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is obviously working. That's good. So let's get straight to it. So we're in the barn, as some of you might have recognized in the background. There's some buses. I have to remember to sometimes include buses in my content, right? Because it is not Pete in his car. So buses are here. By the way, guys, if you've got any questions, I just see someone asked me if I'm attending RM70. The answer is yes, I am attending RM70. I don't know in what bus yet, but I will definitely be turning up in a bus. So yes, RM70, which is, I think they've got the location now. They're doing it at the old factory location, which is really, really cool. And I will definitely be there. Okay, so I'm in the barn. The buses are behind me. All the other vehicles, tractors and everything is all here. I've been doing a lot of work on my Jag, and I've also been doing a lot of work on the Land Rover, which will be featured in the next Penis Bus video. The reason why the latest video is a little bit later than usual is because I'm waiting for a resolve. I'm not going to give any of it away, but we basically, I'll let you know a few bits. There's a new bus is coming to the barn, and it's really, really special. It's really lovely, and we're waiting to collect it, but there's been a delay, and so the whole video is based on this. So I can't launch a video without it being collected. So that's all I'm going to say. Oh yeah, and also the bus has been out of the public eye since 1985. Which is kind of cool. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that. It's going to take a while. Cody says, hi Pete, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Greetings from Nova Scotia. You got to love the internet. Hello from a very miserable UK. Hi Piet, greetings from Holland. Jeroen, hallo Jeroen. Hallo jongen, hoe gaat het met je? Ja, dat klopt. Ik ben ook van Nederland. That is correct. I'm also Dutch. Hi Lee Jones, how are you? Guys, once again, thank you very much for tuning in. If you've got any questions, let me know. I shall try and answer them. So the reason why I'm going online is to let you know that I'm doing a couple of events which are open to the public and which would be really cool if some of you maybe wanted to come and visit. So the first one is called Rustival. Now, this has been organized by 3 YouTubers, one of them being Ian from Hubnut. And the other one is Driving Furiously or something like that. I forget the names now, sorry, I've been very busy. And the other one is a lady who driving classic cars. So 3 channels have got together and they're doing a car show at Gaydon Motor Museum. Now, Gaydon is a cool place, so you should go and visit that place and support it anyway. Furious Driving, thank you very much, yes. So Gaydon's a cool place, you go visit that anyway. But on the 9th of March, those 3 channels are inviting everybody to bring their classic cars and vehicles, and they've invited me to come as well and do a bit of a chat and introduce myself, and also give you guys a chance to come over to Gaydon and come and meet us, meet the other YouTubers. And everybody's basically encouraged to bring their own vehicles. Of course, the first question is, are you going to bring the bus? Now, yes, of course I could bring RML 2355. But because Gaydon's far away from me, it means it would be like a 6-hour drive. I'd have to get up at like 2 a.m. to get there at a half decent time. So against everybody's wishes and popular demand, I am probably not going to be bringing my bus, just because it's so slow and it takes so long and it's so noisy and it feels like work, whereas I want this to be a fun day out. But I will be using one of the classic cars, or maybe I'll even surprise you with something magique and really freaking cool, okay? Or maybe it's just a clapped out old Land Rover. You'll see on the day if you turn up. So, so Rustival on the 9th of March. I'm going to be there. I'm bringing my dad. I'm bringing my father-in-law. He's bringing his brother. I might bring my brother-in-law. The whole load of us are going. We're all bringing classic cars. Apparently, a lot of the tickets in the inner circle bit have already sold out, so it's going to be really popular, all right? So if you guys can make it and you're near Gaydon on the 9th of March, then I really recommend that you come down and see me, but not just me. There's 3 other YouTubers that are really cool, and I'm not going to tell you what car I'm bringing, but it definitely will not be that one. Okay, right. The other event is a more local yokel one, which I really enjoy. It is called the East Grinstead Bus Running Day. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you've probably figured out now that I'm based in the Tunbridge Wells area, which is on the border of East Sussex and Kent. In fact, our property is on the border, and East Grinstead is West Sussex, but it's only like 20 minutes the other side. It's where I grew up, or my parents live, and they do a vintage bus running day, and it'll be on the 21st of April. Yes, have I got that right? Yes, the 21st of April. And it's basically a load of, vintage bus running day. I'm sure all of you know what that contains. It contains a load of buses. But the East Grinstead one's particularly good because they've got the 15th century high street, which they close off. They park all the buses up, and you can basically buy a program and you can get free bus rides all day. All loads of different buses. And the bus that is going to reappear, that has been out of the public eye since 1985, is going to come with me, and I'm going to be driving it all day. So if you want to come on a vintage bus day and you want to see a massive bus wanker drive it, and you can hop on board for free and go for rides, that shit is going to happen. Okay? So like really cute, fun local event. East Grinstead Vintage Bus Running Day. That event's been going for years. I keep it, I tend to go, but it's kind of a special event for me because when I was there one year with my bar bus, i.e. RML 2355, it was at that event that I decided to become Pete and his bus and do this YouTube channel. I was there that day and I was chatting with 2 guys, and it was all sort of conceived there. So yeah. So that is basically going to happen. So that's the 21st of April. I shall be driving a Route Master. Oh, I just gave it away, didn't I? Damn it. A Route Master. I've given it away. And I'm not telling you which one. It's been out of the public eye since 1985. I'll be driving it. I'll even have a conductor with me. And so we're going to have a laugh. So if you want to come along, go for a bus ride, come and meet me, come and say hi. Come and have a go at me saying that I don't produce enough content or that my videos are no good. You can do that too. I don't mind. So yeah, that's going to be a really fun day. Right, other than that, if any of you have any questions, you're more than welcome to fire them away. We're in the barn. You can see my Jag. It's got its nose up at the moment. She's getting a bit of loving. The old Aston, my caravan. You can see the project bus. That never gets worked on. Okay, I've got a question. Do you need to sign a lot of paperwork to import a Route Master to the USA? That's a valid question. I don't know is the answer. I've never imported a bus to the UK. In fact, I've never imported a bus from abroad. So I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, okay? A lot of stuff of mine is either being used or it's being moved about, because look, there's a big empty corner in the barn. Ignore the horse box. That doesn't happen very often. And even on this side, it's very, very empty at the moment. It's because a lot of stuff is either getting work done or there's like, we're making room for new things. It's all very, very exciting. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Do you want me to go on board a bus? We can do that if it's not locked up. Very dark and mysterious at the moment. Let me turn some lights on. Here we go. Just a question. The window that was damaged on 2355, which you took out... okay, yes. I did damage a window on 2355. And I took, so it was the window on the front corner, which was that one. I've replaced it, as I demonstrated in the video, with that one, and as you can tell, I have yet to replace it. Obviously 2730 is not on the road yet. I haven't had a chance to find a replacement one yet. I will find it. You can also buy new windows from PSV Glass. They've got big logos on them. I prefer to use an original, but I've yet to find an original. Apparently Lord Barrington has one somewhere, but that's like saying there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Run, you'll find it. Sorry, Lord Barrington, love you, baby. But his stuff is all over the country and all over the place. Right, let's have a look at any more questions. I saw a load of questions go past, which sadly I didn't have when was the last time you took RML 273 out for a drive? 2730, when's the last time I took it for a drive? That's a while ago. I'm still working on it. So it's a slow project. And the reason... A friend of mine was like, oh, you know, you're taking such a long time with 2730. Is it because you're just milking it for videos? No, not at all. It's just I have got so much other stuff going on in my life. And I am, for those of you, some people sometimes say, oh, yeah, he's probably got a whole team of people doing the work. No, it is not the case. I genuinely do everything myself. So the last video update on 2730 was when I did the ceiling. And that's all still fresh and beautiful. I'm really happy with the way that came out. And the next update will be all the lighting inside. But I have really struggled to get the parts. I've got a question here. How much would it cost to turn a Routemaster into a camper? It's a valid question. I get asked it a lot. How much would it cost to turn a Routemaster bus into a camper van? It is almost like saying, how long is a piece of string? Because it completely depends on what kind of camper van you want. The conversion on my first bus, to give you guys an idea, for those of you that haven't seen it before, my first bus is a bar downstairs. Sorry for the gate. Oh, actually the gate. So my first bus is a bar downstairs. I can probably turn the camera around. Yep, I can. My first bus is a bar downstairs. These windows all open up. And then we put all the kegs down here. The fridges are there. This is the beer coolers, and the beer goes straight out. And then people out the side of it get served their drinks. So we've got that downstairs. I'm sure by now most of you have seen all this. And you'll have to excuse some of the leaves and the mess. But then, and my biker gear is up here. And then upstairs we have a lounge, and we've got a big open sunroof. So that conversion, so the conversion of this bus, which I did in 2015, before the Pete and His Bus channel was created, cost me in the region of £30,000. And that is with doing all the labor, apart from a few specialist things myself. I think it was about 2,500 hours in total. It took me a year and a half. And that's without buying the bus. And 2355 was 25 grand. And that was in 2015. I bought 2355. That was the first bus. This one, So to answer your question, how much would it cost to convert a bus into a camper van? Well, that depends how skilled you are as a labourer, and it also depends what kind of finish you want. Up here, I decided to get everything upholstered. I decided to raise the floor on the edges to make it flat. I decided to rejig the lighting. I decided to put a sunroof in. I could have not done any of that, and I'd have saved myself thousands. So it's kind of an open-ended question. Camper vans, big ones, are really expensive, and that is because all the lightweight kitchen equipment and shower and bathroom equipment is really expensive. So yeah, if you're going to go that route and have it nice, and if you had it done, I mean, the bill could be £100,000 plus. Okay, Jamie Whitehouse says, how can I book your bar bus? Pete, it's like I'm sponsoring you to say this, dude. How can you book my bus? Well, you need to go onto my website. which is barml2355.co.uk, or just Google Pete and his bus, and maybe Pete and his bus bar, and it'll come up. And then you'll get in touch. You can either give me a call or you can drop me an email, and then I will give you an idea how much it is to book our bus. I can give you some rough ideas now to all of you if you want to know what it takes to actually book our bus as a bar for events. It's pretty straightforward. We tend to charge. First of all, your event has to be of significant size. We're not going to turn up somewhere and have this entire bus set up to serve you and five of your mates. Because, you know, as you can imagine, we somehow don't really make that work. But to get our bus to the bar, it also really depends on where it is, because driving these buses around, as you can imagine, with the price of diesel, is not cheap. So you're looking for, the hire of it for a day is about £500 just to hire the bus. And if you want a bar, let's say you have a wedding, which is like 120 people, anything sort of around the 100 and above is good. If it's less, the bus just feels kind of silly and completely over-engineered. Do you guys want to see yourself? There, look. So yeah, £500 for the hire of the day, and then you have to pay the transport on top. The transport is worked out very simple. The first 13 miles are free. So if it's local, we'll do it for free. But it's still £500, but we won't charge you for transport, depending on the size of your event. If it's further, then we charge £2.50 per mile after that. And that's not just for the bus, that's also for the support vehicle, which brings you the stock. Okay? Right, let's have more questions. Crazy Sam Gaming says, I look lovely. I agree, man. You do. You look lovely. Okay, any other questions or things you guys want to see? I'll take you into the downstairs bar area. I spend a lot of time down here at events. You can have a good look around, see the way we've done it. So these, I had to make custom hatches. These are the original emergency exit windows. See, they're actually London Transport ones. They're pretty cool. So they open like that. I thought I'd use as many original pieces as I could. Same as that one. The problem is these are like hen's teeth, and I only managed to find two. I have found a third, but I have to find one more, and then I can do the other two. Do you also have a black taxi? Someone has asked, or a black cab? No, I don't have a black cab. Will you ever buy a single-decker bus? Probably not. You could show us one of your engines. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can show an engine. How is Compo? Well, we'll find out how Compo is. So let me answer these two questions. The first question is, how is Compo? Now, Compo is a very strange and rare breed, and he hibernates until it warms up. And so I'm going to try and not wake him up, because as most of you will know, he's a massive twat. So here he is. All right. I really don't want to wake him up, because, you know. Shh, shh. Do you know what? He's properly buried himself in this. Maybe I can show you his arse. Otherwise, people might think that I've sold him. Oh. Right, this is a very rare moment. You're seeing Compo's butthole. He's hibernating. He sleeps so deep. It's a very peaceful time of year. You know, no shit, no hassle, no swearing. And the other question is, someone said they want to see an engine. Well, we can certainly organize that. There is plenty of engines in here. But we'll show you a proper engine. Mind you, not everybody will agree with that. Right. I'm going to turn the camera around. Now, it's very dark, but that is 8.3 Cummins C-Series. This is the engine that's in RML 2355. There we go. It might not look pristine or super clean, but this works. It is so lovely. I know some of you will disagree with me. Some of you will disagree with me and think that the AEC is the one to have. And you know what? I actually agree with you. The AEC is the one to have. It sounds beautiful. It's beautifully made. All the components are stunning. But the problem is, which a lot of people that follow me forget, that I have these buses because they're my job, right? I use them, I go to work. And so when someone pays me, let's say one of you wants to book my bus for their wedding and they've paid their £500 and they've paid the transport for 270 quid. They've basically paid me the bones of a grand to serve drinks to all their customers. And I leave with my bus with an AEC engine and I break down halfway on the M25 and I go, yeah, I'm really sorry about your wedding, dude, but we're not gonna be able to make it. I cannot have that, okay? And that's why I love this Cummins engine so much, because it's super agricultural, super simple, but it just works. Keep working. Right, it says here, how much does it cost to insure a bus for driving on the public roads? And also how, let's have a look. How do you stop a bus from falling over? Yes, Crazy Sam Gaming, I would give a refund because I'm not a dick. If I make a commitment and I don't turn up for someone's wedding, I would definitely give them a refund. Right, what was the other question? Sorry, the questions are coming in thick and fast. Oh, would a bus fall over when you're driving? Right, listen up everybody, because it's a common question asked. Some statistics. A bus is 14.6 feet tall. The RML is 27 foot long. It is only 8 foot wide, but in its design and construction and genius, they took all the heavy bits of it and stuck them down the bottom. The aluminium frame that the aluminium skin is built on gets thinner as it goes up to the top. So the roof and everything is actually very light construction. So when we have our bus at a party and people wonder why I don't want them to walk on the roof of my bus, it's because it's all super lightweight. And for that reason, and I know a lot of you will know this, buses can actually stand at almost a 45-degree angle. You don't realize how much that is. I mean, you'd freak out if you saw one. 45 degrees, it's like, like that. They can stand at that angle without any support either side, and they would not fall over, okay? So you could take this around the corner, and Ian from Hubnut will tell you, because he drove my bus. In fact, I think I saw him pop up there, so he's on here. Hello, mate. He took the bus around. He'll know that if you take a corner and you steer really hard, all you're gonna get is understeer. That's the first thing that's gonna go. So the front wheel is going to scrub wide. The bus is never going to fall over. Obviously, don't anybody out there say, challenge accepted. I'm going to see if I can make the bus fall over. No. But 45-degree angles, guys. There's, if you Google it, there's really famous pictures online. They had a big ramp at London Transport that they used to hydraulically lift with the buses on them. And you can see them standing like this with no support on the side. So, they knew what they were doing when they were building this stuff. That ain't never going to fall over. Well, not in my lifetime anyway, because it'd be a bit of a nightmare. All right, guys? Cool. So that's engine. We've got another engine here if you guys want to see it. It's the engine of 2730. You'll have to mind the dust. I've not touched this for a while. And this is the Iveco engine. Yeah, really lovely, good engine. Slightly underpowered in my opinion, and I also don't think it makes a very nice noise. Someone just asked what my opinion is on the Region 3, on the RT buses. My opinion, well, I think they're absolutely beautiful. Would I want to own one? No. They are more fragile. The frame is partially wood, which rots. A Routemaster is 100% aircraft grade aluminium. So that's going to outlive all of us. So that's definitely the one to have. An RT is a very beautiful thing. It's just, more delicate in maintenance. And a wooden frame is only going to have so much life. As you can tell behind me, this barn is open fronted. So yes, everything is protected from the weather, but the temperatures still go up and down as we go. So for me, it is definitely Routemaster and Routemaster alone. RTs can be left to all the purist hobbyists and keen wood crafts people to look after and love. Any more questions, guys? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can see it. Hold on. Sorry, it's the first time. What's my opinion of the RT Region 3? Yeah, I saw your YouTube video about that. Okay, guess what? I've got a Lego bus and I'm going to turn it into a bus bar just like me. Cool. cool. I actually did that with my Lego bus. This is for Jamie Whitehouse. I actually did that with my Lego bus. You can turn it into a bar. Lego's great like that. I grew up with Lego. I love Lego. So nice one, Jamie. Let's have a look. Some other questions. Can we hear the Route Master's horn? Ooh, yes, you can. Southeastern Transport. No, I'm not going to Imberbus. Sorry. Another, Ryan Lamb, are you going to Imberbus? No, guys, sorry, I'm not going to Imberbus. I have other commitments. Someone wanted to hear the Route Master horn. I think for that, we have to go to the back of the bus and turn on the isolator. And whilst we do that, we can let you hear some other stuff. You can hear the bell. Can you hear it? Probably not, because it's quite far away. And if you want to hear the horn, somebody's got the horn, woo, and it ain't me. That's not weird. The horn on the bus. They are all different. Well, if you can't hear that, then you need to either adjust your hearing aid or learn how to do sign language. One more for luck. Oh, someone says only once. All right. Someone says here, I was at Camberwell and Waterloo. Where were you? I don't know. I was probably rolling around in a big pile of engine oil. That's what I quite like to do on my spare time. Right, let's have a look. Any more questions, guys? Top chat, let's have a look. Very nice horn. You are welcome. Are you a bull to start an RM Buster? Well, I don't understand what that means. Okay, cool. How is RML? Oh, as Jamie, you're asking about RML 2730. You've probably only just logged on. Yeah, it is exactly where it was the last time I filmed. So RM 2730, which is behind me at the moment, any progress on that, I will add onto videos. The reason why it's slow, and I'm going to say it again, is nothing to do with the fact that I'm milking it for videos or I can't be bothered with it anymore. It's very much my priority. The only problem is I've just got so much going on. Just to give you guys an idea of all the different things that I do, obviously I mess about with old cars. I rent old cars for film. I do a fair bit of that. I also, of course, drive things like the Sheehan bus. So I do tours for promotional vehicles with another company. And I also have a very young and growing family. So that takes up a lot of time. So that's why I haven't had that much time to do RM2730. But, you know, she's sitting here, she's indoors, she's fine, and we're going to get on with it at some stage. What will happen is, you know, I'm getting a lot of work with 2355, the bar, and at one point, when it gets too much, which is almost there anyway in the top weekends of the year, I will need to have that bus on the road, so it's definitely coming. Right, some more questions before I sign off. I've got to do dinner for children. Let's see, very nice horn. No worries, Wild the Hedgehog, you're welcome. Are you, I don't get that question. Have you ever done an event in the Midlands before, Pete? Events in England, I do them all across the country. Obviously, the transportation is expensive. You know, if I have to drive my bus to Leeds, which I have done before, it's going to cost the client the region of £1,000, just because of the sheer cost of diesel and the fact that I'm far away, which means I have to stay overnight, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's the way it goes. So it's expensive. But I've been as far as Newcastle upon Tyne in this very bus, which is based here in the Tunbridge Wells area. Okay, and then someone here asked me, where are you? Well, I'm in the barn. Okay, and then someone asked me if I was at home. Well, no, I don't live in this barn. Then the same person asked me, car? I don't know. So I can't even pronounce your name, dude. You're going to have to maybe use a bit more words to describe your question so I can actually give you answers. Why do you have an Austin FX4 black cab? No, I do not. Any more questions, guys? I'm going to sign off pretty soon. Okay, Jeroen, ja, het gaat goed, mooi, bedankt. It's not too bad out in Liverpool. I'm sure it is. Very windy, unfortunately. Okay. Will you ever have a single-decker bus? Right, guys. Thank you so much for all the questions. There's a question here. Are you turning the other bus into a bar? Yes, it will be. It'll be slightly different to the first one. It'll be more modular, so I'll be able to change it for other stuff. And so the second, it's going to be a bar for events, because I have kind of fallen into that category now, and I've got a lot of business for it. I could do something completely different, but then I'd have to completely rewrite the book of my business. You know what I mean? It makes it very tricky. Jason says, you take care, very entertaining videos. Jason, I thank you very much for watching. AG All Things says, I like the Land Rover in the background. So do I. I love it. Time for a new series where you travel by various bus fans throughout Europe. Daniel, that sounds cool, but I have a family here, and I don't think traveling through Europe with various bus fans is the kind of thing I could be doing. If I was 25 years old, maybe. So, guys, I've got to go. Has anyone ever asked you to do a prom with your bus? No, because my bus is a bar. It doesn't have any seats in it. It's not a mode of transport. Okay. Someone said bus in the field. Right. The bus in the field. We got it running. It's now up to the owners to do work to make it road legal. I don't know how long they are going to take with that, but at some point, I'm sure they'll ask us to come back and we'll do a bit more. So there's still about 100 of you online. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to remind you why it is I came online in the first place. There are 2 places in the next few months where you can come and meet me, come and hang out, come and see buses. The first one is the East Grinstead Vintage Bus Running Day. It'll happen on the 21st of April in a small town called East Grinstead. And basically, I am bringing a bus which has been out of the spotlight or public eye since 1985. It's quite a special thing. I'm bringing it. I'm also bringing someone to be the conductor, and I myself am going to be driving it all day, and you can all jump aboard for free and get a bus ride. So if you don't want to do that, then you shouldn't be on this channel. So that's on the 21st of April. It's the East Grinstead Vintage Bus Running Day. Please come and see me. I love it, by the way. I'm not one of these people that, hey, I watch you on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You can blow my woohoo. I will come and talk to you, and it'd be really nice to meet you guys. I love it. The other thing is called Rustival. So Ian from Hubnut, who I collaborated with a while ago, who has an amazing channel. He's got far more followers than I do. He is super famous and special. Sorry, Ian. He is organizing an event called Rustival with 2 other YouTubers. They've all got big channels. So there's a lot of followers there. And it's sort of bring your own car. It's like meet the YouTuber, bring your cars. And it's happening at Gaydon Historic Motor Museum. And that is going to be on the 9th of March. And I am going to disappoint you straight away. I'm not bringing my bus. The travel time would be too long because Gaydon's actually quite far away from us because I'm in the south, Gaydon, Midlands, blah, blah, blah. So, but I am bringing an old car, but it's undecided what I'm going to bring. It's out to the jury. My dad's coming. My father-in-law is coming. His brother's coming. I might bring my brother-in-law, some others. We're all going in this big gang. Ian very kindly invited me, and he's asked me to say a few words. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a laugh. If you want to come along, I might even bring some T-shirts. You can buy one of them if you want. Come and say hi. And you know, I love it when I meet people and they tell me their connection with buses, which is awesome because we all have a connection with buses because they were around and have been around for such a long time, okay? Can I just say, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have fallen in love with your bar bus and the London double-decker bus as well. Jamie, thank you so much, man. Guys, it's all love and we love it. It's really sweet. Peter Martin asks how Max is doing. That would be my newborn son. He's very good. At the moment, he mostly does this. Or sort of eats his fist. It's what he's into, right? A few more questions. Hubnut, Ian says, yes, Rustival, looking forward to it. Yeah, of course you are. Excellent. Can't wait, guys. It's gonna be really cool. Once again, this is my first live on YouTube because I normally do it on Facebook, but this has been a success. There's been a lot of you on here, so we're going to do this as a more regular thing. I'm also going to start doing slightly shorter, simpler videos to make a bit more regular content rather than the big epic sagas that I do that take forever to edit. All right, people, one more time. Thank you so much for coming to see me live in the barn. I've now got to go because there's hungry children that need to be fed. Guys, I don't know how to sign off. but I'm going to try it. So at the moment, I'm just going to look like an idiot whilst I'm trying to look really swish and look like I'm signing off. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? I'm afraid I am. Guys, thanks so much. See you next time on Pete and his bus.